All right, everybody, Bill O'Reilly is back, as you can see, and he has a bone to pick with the media and the Democrats. He says we are ignoring something that really matters, and we're ignoring it for bad reason. What is that thing, Bill O'Reilly?
Well, Thomas Jefferson and James Madison, their spirits are very upset tonight, Cuomo. They've checked in with me. So you have the Durham report out on Monday. And if you read the report, 304 pages, you'll see that it's quite clear the FBI, the most powerful investigative agency in the world, tried to interfere in the 2016 election. Madison and Jefferson feared that, as well as military coups d'etats. And when they fashioned the Constitution, they took the military out of it completely. By making a civilian commander-in-chief, the president. But they couldn't foresee the power of a federal law enforcement agency, or a CIA for that matter. But the FBI is really the one that John Durham damned. And if you are a person who pays attention and loves your country, this is very dangerous. So you've got the full weight of the FBI knowing that this bogus Russian collusion charge and the dossier and all this, they knew that it was not fact-based and that it was generated by the Hillary Clinton campaign. As late as 2017, after Trump took office, the FBI was still investigating what they knew was bogus and leaking to the New York Times and Washington Post, both of which won Pulitzer Prizes for what turned out to be bogus stories and will not return the prizes.
I don't think that, well, they're not returning the prizes, I promise you that. I don't think it is, I think you're pushing it too far. Durham, first of all, the main conclusion is that he didn't want to change anything because he said the procedures had already been put in place to make it better. He brought 3 cases, he lost 2 of them. And in the first one, you know, it was one of those nothing cases where a guy pleaded guilty to doing something. His main point in this report, as far as I can tell, is not that you knew you had nothing and did it anyway. It was that you suffered from confirmation bias, which means you wanted it to be true, so you went down that road, and that maybe there was political animus at play. But I got to tell you something. Hillary Clinton would agree with that. Her husband would agree with that. Anybody who's in politics who's been investigated would say they came after me because of who I am. So I don't know how this really changes where we were before this report. He didn't even make a policy change.
Okay. Well, you're wrong, you know, and what can I say?
Be more
specific.
specific.
Read you now, quote you now.
Okay.
I am going to be very specific. I'm quoting now the Durham report. As the record reflects, as of early 2017, Trump in office, the FBI still did not possess any intelligence showing that anyone associated with the Trump campaign was in contact with Russian intelligence officers during the campaign. Indeed, based on declassified documents from early 17, the FBI's own reports show that reports published by the New York Times in February and March 17 concerning what 4 unnamed current and former U.S. intelligence officials claimed about Trump campaign being in touch with any Russian intelligence was untrue. So basically the FBI fed untrue stuff to the New York Times and the Washington Post, which printed the untrue stuff under the anonymous banner. Come on, Cuomo. This is corruption at the highest level in the government and in the media.
He does not say that at the time that they were feeding it, they knew it was untrue. He said they didn't have actionable intelligence.
Yes, he does.
No, he says they didn't have intelligence.
No,
he says
I'm
you
not
didn't
read it
have
again. I don't, because the NewsNation viewers. No, the NewsNation viewers heard me. You did not.
Listen, I'm a trained observer. All
You're
right?
obfuscating word of the day.
I'm not. Look, here's the difference between you and me. You want. I don't even know that you pronounce the word that way, by the way. I think it's obfuscating. I don't know how you're saying it, but that doesn't matter. You want a certain outcome here, and I get it. What I'm saying is this.
I don't. How do you know I
don't
want a certain outcome? What are you, Karnak?
well, because I think that you're.
How do you
I
know
think
what
you're
I
bending
want?
this. I think you're bending this to
I'm quoting
convenience.
directly from the
But
report.
let me tell you. Here's my take on it. Okay. Anytime you have an investigation of a politician, let alone a sitting one, you have a problem. And I think that's probably the best rationale for why the Office of Legal Counsel said a sitting president can't be prosecuted. I don't think that when you you're going to have politics involved. You're going to have politics involved. And that's all he's saying. Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.